Welcome back. A seminar held at Dona Paul on Wednesday has suggested that some states should not get special consideration under the new CRZ rules. Many stakeholders feel some amendments for special consideration under CRZ rules would be misused by business lobby. There was also a suggestion for setting up a local committee to monitor the implementation of CRZ rules.
International Centre Goa, National Institute of Oceanography and Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry had organized CRZ Draft 2010 seminar on Wednesday. Stakeholders from tourism industry, scientific community, consultants and social activists had taken part in this seminar. Many people in Goa feel that state should get special consideration in CRZ rules so that traditional houses can be saved. But participants in this seminar feels otherwise. They say it could be misused.
For Goa, as well as some other states like Kerala and parts of, let's say New Bombay and Greater Bombay, this is not a good idea for CRZ. Special considerations is what is said. It's not a good idea, and when we look closer, it doesn't look like the actual people of these areas and the most deserving communities and etc. are the actual beneficiaries of these special considerations. These are going to be finally misused for business considerations.
It was also suggested to have monitoring committee at village level for strict implementation of CRZ rules.
If somebody may be giving a false claim and on the basis of wrong facts, getting a permission in the state level, but if there is a local committee to verify, such errors can be avoided.
The suggestion would be submitted to the central and state government. Union Ministry of Forest and Environment is expected to come out with a draft CRZ 2010 very soon. Our senior reporter from Panji, Rakesh Kanolkar, with video journalist Shan.
With just 2 months remaining for IFFI 2010, a tug of war has already begun between ESG and the Directorate of Film Festivals. DFF now wants more programming of IFFI and wants to limit the ESG to logistical support. Meanwhile, ESG has formulated a tax reimbursement policy for filmmakers who plan the shoots in Goa. State government is yet to give a nod to this policy. Here's a report. Many members of ESG's Governing Council are not happy with the DFF affairs. Governing Council's meeting on Wednesday expressed concern as DFF is planning to take more programming share. Every year, a MOU is signed between Government of Goa and the DFF. Now the state government wants to convey its views to the centre.
The MOU is only a working arrangement between two governments. So we have certain disagreements which we are conveying to them, and there are no differences. They have offered certain very substantive areas to us which we have been handling in the past, but we wanted the arrangement to move on to the next level. So which is why we are conveying them our viewpoint.
In yet another development, ESG has also formulated a tax reimbursement policy for filmmakers interested to come down to Goa for shooting. State government is yet to give a go-ahead for the policy, but ESG feels it would certainly boost Goa's prospects as a film shooting destination. Under tax reimbursement scheme, filmmakers would get back up to 5% of the film shooting expenses in Goa. Other countries like UK also have such promotion schemes.
This will be directly reimbursed by Goa government. ESG will not have any role. We are only recommending कि अगर ऐसा पॉलिसी बना दिया जाए, we have suggested if a policy like this is made, more money can flow into Goan economy. UK has this kind of policy of tax reimbursement. There are many other countries who have tax reimbursement policies. There are regions, in fact, who not only work on tax reimbursement policy, but also give incentives for film shootings in their region.
State government has also extended the contract period of ESG employees by 3 years and a pay rise of 15%. Our senior reporter from Panji, Rakesh Kandolkar, with video journalist Sushant Pearl. Within 1 day after police complained, fake Facebook account in the name of Education Minister Babush Montserrat has been closed on the social networking site. On Wednesday, Montserrat had in Panji police station that an unknown person was operating a Facebook account in his name. The incident has once again highlighted the misuse of names of public figures on social networking sites. Here's a report. Just one day back, Babush Montserrat account was visible on Facebook, but it was fake account operated by an unknown person. After police complained, and within one day the account has disappeared from the Facebook. In police complaint, Babush Montserrat is reported to have said that he had never created a Facebook account and was surprised to know that someone had created an account with his name and also posted his photo in the same. Now the Facebook account ceases to exist. Fake accounts on social networking sites are also a part of cybercrime which can lead to hefty punishments. Babush Montserrat is not the first person whose fake account was created on social networking site. In past, Manohar Parikar's fake account was also created on Orkut. The incident has once again highlighted the misuse of names of public figures on social networking sites. Bureau Report, Prudent Media. Life Insurance Agents Federation of India held its 63rd Executive Committee meeting in Madgaon. This meeting was witnessed by LIC agents from all over the country.
The 63rd Executive Committee meeting of Life Insurance Agents Federation of India was held in Madgaon. Revenue Minister Jose Philip D'Souza, Chairperson of Madgaon Municipal Council Savio Coutinho, Reception Committee Chairperson Sita Kakodkar, Senior Divisional Manager A.K. Madunkar, Organisation Committee Chairman Bonnie D'Souza, Vice President of Federation Subhash Mishra were present at the meeting. Jose Philip D'Souza shared his good times with the LIC.
Because of LIC, I am holding this position. Because of LIC, I could go and approach my clients, my policy holders. I could give them a good business, like I can build up my contacts. And today, because of all this, I am elected 2 times in the same constituency in Maramonga, Vasco
Savio Coutinho said that LIC is one of the most trusted organizations in the country. He also appreciated good work of LIC.
The policyholder trusts the agent trusts the management and so on. It goes on. And because of this trust, today LIC can be termed as the number one. It need not be termed, but factually it is the largest financial organization and the organization that holds the maximum trust from the people.
Our reporter from Madgaon, Samir Bhatt.
Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.